You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Monday the 23rd of February, 2026. It is 64 days after the winter solstice. It is 25 days before the spring equinox. The sun rises today at 6:39 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 12:09 p.m. The sun sets today at 5:40 p.m., civil twilight ends at 6:08 p.m., and nautical twilight ends at 6:40 p.m. The length of daytime today is 2 minutes 36 seconds longer than yesterday. The moon is in its waxing crescent phase and is 41% full at midday. The moon rises today at 9:32 a.m. and sets tomorrow. The first quarter will arrive tomorrow. These are the predicted tides today for Horns Hook. In the wee hours, high tide, 2:19 a.m., 1 meter 49. In the morning, low tide, 8:37 a.m., minus 9 centimeters. In the afternoon, high tide, 2:49 p.m., 1 meter 22. In the evening, low tide, 8:49 p.m., 0 centimeters. This is the Monday Reservoir Report for New York City. The Delaware watershed, Cannonsville, 65% full, Papacton, 74%, Neversink, 71%, Rondout, 92%. The Catskill watershed, Schoharie, 25%, Ashokan, 81%. The Croton system is 99% full. In our shared realm of plants and animals, well, just as we have reported the first tiny stirrings of spring, here we are, socked in by a second blizzard. It's a nor'easter with a low-pressure zone rotating counterclockwise to the southeast of the city. That brings frigid air from the northeast right down on us. As the snow falls, everyone hunkers down and waits it out, nature and human beings alike, and the city goes quiet. Commemorations. By many accounts, on this day in 1896, confectioner and inventor Leo Hirschfeld first offered his new Tootsie Roll for sale at his small shop in Brooklyn. Food historian Samira Kawash questions this date, for while the patents for the machine that made Tootsie Rolls was granted in 1894, Hirschfeld was already employed by the candy company Stern and Sahlberg Company in Manhattan, and the brand name Tootsie Roll was trademarked in 1909, with a note that the name had been in use only since September 1908. Nonetheless, mythology is often a large part of remembrance, and so we honor the classic American Tootsie Roll and its creator on this day. On this day in 1903, the newly independent nation of Cuba leased Guantanamo Bay to the United States in perpetuity. Of course, the freedom of the new Cuban government to decline such an arrangement in the shadow of its northern neighbor is questionable. The base remains in the possession of the United States to this day. On this day in 1954, Arsenal Elementary School in Pittsburgh hosted the first mass inoculation of children against polio using the Salk vaccine. It was the beginning of the eradication of that terrible disease. On this day in 1960, demolition began on Ebbets Field, the former home of the Brooklyn Dodgers, a great loss to that borough after their team decamped for Los Angeles. The stadium had opened in 1913. Today we remember W.E.B. Du Bois, born this day in 1868. The Harvard-trained sociologist was one of the founders of the NAACP and spent his life fighting for racial justice and equity. He advocated for the development of what he dubbed the talented tenth, a black educated elite that could lead the cause of racial uplift. And in his book, The Souls of Black Folk, he developed the concept of double consciousness, pointing out that black Americans had to always be aware both of how they saw themselves as well as how they were seen by others. Du Bois died at the age of 95 in Ghana. He once wrote, "I believe in liberty for all men, the space to stretch their arms and their souls, the right to breathe and the right to vote, the freedom to choose their friends, enjoy the sunshine, and ride on the railroads, uncursed by color, thinking, dreaming, working, as they will in a kingdom of beauty and love. Remember W.E.B. Du Bois today. Alternate side of the street parking is suspended in New York City due to the storm. And that is the Observatory, Monday the 23rd of February, 2026.